Hello and welcome to another episode of Double Barrel Gaming. I'm your host, Mr. BoomStick XL, and today I'm doing an opinion piece on what I think Xbox needs to do to win E3. If you're familiar with my channel, or if you've heard me on the Crossfire podcast with Mooch and the gang, you know that I've been extremely critical when it comes to marketing with the Xbox platform. Every company has an Achilles heel. Unfortunately for Microsoft, their Achilles heel is their perception problem. The no games mantra has led the charge, and prior to that, it was the 1080p versus 900p shenanigans. If you're an Xbox fan, or someone who keeps their ear to the floor when it comes to everything video games, the Xbox platform was a sinking ship because of poor messaging. The tide started to turn and fixes were being put in place when they promoted Phil Spencer to head of Microsoft's Xbox division on March 31st of 2014. After he was promoted, Phil Spencer went out of his way to do interview after interview to show the fans who he was and what plans he had. To his credit, Phil Spencer did exactly what he said he was going to do. He fixed the hardware problem by releasing the Xbox One S and then shocked the world at E3 2016 when he unveiled the Xbox One X. The next part of Phil Spencer's roadmap to redemption was to fix the games problem that's currently plaguing the Xbox platform. Before you throw up your hands and start swearing at the computer screen, let me explain myself before you declare me a Sony pony. I love gaming and support all three consoles, but as you know, the Xbox One platform is my system of choice. And I especially wanted to do better when it comes to the first and second party games that are made available for its fans. 2018 started out with a bang, and the rumors were flying left and right. Classic Microsoft franchises that last saw life on the OG Xbox were rumored to come back. Games like Perfect Dark, Crimson Skies, and MechAssault were all rumored to be in development at Redmond. We are now hearing rumors that the brilliant minds that brought you the Forza series are working on a Mario Kart-style racing game to come out in 2019, and that has me super excited. This now brings us to the last part of Phil Spencer's roadmap, and that includes fixing the games issue that the system is currently experiencing. E3 2018, I believe, is a make or break year for the Microsoft team, and Phil Spencer and company are promising one of the biggest in the company's history. In 2017, Sony led the charge with incredible marketing deals. It seems the tide is now turning in Microsoft's favor if these rumors that I'm about to read to you are correct. We already knew that Microsoft had the marketing rights for Anthem, Madden 2019, and Metro Exodus. What we didn't know is they struck marketing deals with Cyberpunk 2077, The Division 2, Splinter Cell, Borderlands 3, Battlefield 5, Shadow of the Tomb Raider, and the unannounced The Elder Scrolls 6. Talk about a turn of events. These giant marketing deals are the first step in getting the company back on track for market share domination. I believe Phil Spencer when he says that E3 2018 is going to be a big year for the company and its fans. Microsoft is promising that the new venue will allow the company to include even more partners in the Xbox E3 2018 briefing than ever before. This leads me to believe that we will in fact be getting giant announcements from Team Microsoft come June 10th. Having the world's most powerful console means nothing when you don't have the first and second party games to back it up. If you believe Phil Spencer, and I personally do, the games issue is going to be taken care of come E3 2018, and I cannot wait to see what they're going to show us. I'm very interested to hear what you have to say. Please leave all opinions in the comment section below. Now for today's community spotlight, and that person is Xbox Mike 29. Prior to doing Mike's Community Spotlight, I had the pleasure of speaking with him through DM on Twitter, and it's safe to say that not only is he an excellent community member, but he knows a thing or two about video games. He appears to be an older gamer like myself who appreciates the classics and where gaming came from. It's also very nice that when you're doing someone's community spotlight and getting to learn about their gaming origin, they start off their bio by saying their first console experience. Mike's first gaming experience was with the Commodore 64, which is awesome. The game he recalls playing at his uncle's house for hours on end was called Jack the Nipper. Later that same year, he was surprised when his parents bought him his very own C64, and he's never been without a gaming device since. He continued his gaming career by using systems like the Amiga 500 and the Amiga 1200. According to Mike, his first actual gaming console was the SNES, but he does admit owning basically everything. He enjoys gaming on multiple consoles. He never liked the idea of not being able to play a particular game because it was locked behind an exclusive deal, and owning different systems fixed that problem. He tells me that it wasn't until the PlayStation 2 and the OG Xbox that he realized how important characters and story were to a game. When asked what his favorite gaming character of all time was, he answered the question with complete confidence and then added what his favorite console of all time was for good measure. His favorite gaming character of all time is Halo's Master Chief, and after experiencing the story and character development, he realized without a strong character lead and even a stronger story, the game did not hold his attention. Not surprisingly, his first ever custom console was the Master Chief OG Xbox Special Edition, which was a clear green console. That, of course, comes in at the #1 spot for his favorite gaming console of all time. Being a massive Xbox fan, he clearly sees the difference in the way the company has been run in the current generation. He would love for them to return to the days when first and second party IPs led the charge, bringing the fans strong character development and unforgettable stories. Xbox Mike 29 thinks having an offshoot Halo game starring the Arbiter in the same vein of Destiny would be fantastic for the franchise and give it a much needed boost. When asked what his favorite gaming moment of all time was, he explained that playing Halo 2 during massive LAN parties should be the one because of the friendships that were forged. But Xbox Mike 29 explains that playing Horde mode in Gears of War 3 with 4 of his best friends and drinking to the wee hours of the morning is something he will always cherish. Even though he's pushing 40, he still gets together 3 or 4 times a year with those same friends and plays Gears of War. They reminisce, drink, and just have fun while the wives and girlfriends have a nice girls' night out. And according to Xbox Mike 29, everyone's a winner that night. He has a great GTA story that I'd love to tell you about. He recalls getting internet access for the first time, and that's when he realized other people loved gaming just as much as he did. He remembers anxiously waiting for the new images of GTA Vice City to appear on the Rockstar website and being one of the first people to see it. Shortly thereafter, the Rockstar website crashed due to so much internet traffic, but he felt privileged to be one of the first people to see still pictures of the game. It was in that moment he realized how big gaming was, and he knew it would always be a part of his life. When asked what his game of the year for 2017 was, he smiled and politely answered Assassin's Creed Origins. Like me, he's a huge Ubisoft fan, and some of his favorite games from the developer are The Division, Ghost Recon Wildlands, and especially the Assassin's Creed series. Xbox Mike 29 declares that he's a big believer in supporting all game developers by buying the games at launch, and he's bought every single Assassin's Creed game in the entire franchise. He does admit, though, after Assassin's Creed Syndicate, he thought that the next game in the franchise was going to be a miss. He's very glad he changed his mind regarding buying Assassin's Creed Origin, especially when he saw it running on his Xbox One X in glorious 4K with HDR that is second to none. He has 100%ed the entire game along with all of its DLC and really hopes they add more in the future. When asked what had him most excited for 2018 and beyond, he admitted he was intrigued with Rare's Sea of Thieves and that he's currently thoroughly enjoying it. He tells me that Rare did an amazing job of starting a new franchise and that he's certain it will continue to grow and get better with every update. As for later in the year, he has high expectations for Red Dead Redemption 2 and Forza Horizon 4. He finishes the interview with, he's always enjoyed being a gamer, and even though his favorite console these days is the Xbox One X, he just wants all games to do well and strive to do better no matter what platform they're on. Hope-filled words from an incredible gamer who's even more of a fantastic part of the gaming community. Please consider following him on Twitter and hitting him up on Xbox Live. All of his information will be in the show notes below. Thanks again for tuning in to another episode of Double Barrel Gaming. If you enjoyed today's video, please hit that like button, share this video on social media, and consider subscribing to the channel. Thanks again for watching. Have an awesome day.